So here we're just in this video we're going to be testing whether the AI's chip count increases over time. So what should be expected is that it should increase its chip count over time. However, in poker it is impossible to win every hand, so it will be losing chips. So this needs to be measured over time, not on a hand-by-hand basis, hand-to-hand basis. So here we've got a game running up with 4 players and starting chip count of 100, small blind of 2. So here we'll just run through and see if the AI chip count increases or decreases or stays the same over some time. So here we've got a very good shared card spot, so I'm just going to check because that doesn't really help. Got a queen here, there is a king, so there could be a better hand. Player 1 maybe not so good at the moment. We'll see what the AI player does. So here the AI checked as well, so I'm going to bet 2 with all the players. Here you see the AI player has folded, so it doesn't have a very good hand, and I think this has probably got a good hand. So here we see player 4 won that round and they've got the chips. Here we've got the AI thinking what it wants to do. So there it's decided to check. I've just checked again all the way through. Now I'm going to bet 2 for each player. Here we can see player 4 won again because they had the strongest hand. See now player 4 has a chance at a straight here if a 6 comes up. Player 1 has a chance of a straight if a 6 comes up, but they've got a pair of 5s at the moment. Here we've got the AI thinking what it wants to do. So here the AI's bet 8, but this player here doesn't really have a chance of getting anything, so I'm going to fold with them, and the chance they get a straight is quite low as well, so I don't think, and as they don't actually have anything, I'm going to fold there. But this does have a pair of 5s, so I'm going to continue this one because there's a chance that this could have a good hand. So jacks come up. So they don't have anything just yet. So I'm going to bet 2. Players bet 8 again. So I'm just going to see them. Actually, I'm going to raise them. Oh, so they've raised me again, bet 16. So I'm just going to meet them by betting 6. So here, there's a very good chance that player 1's won here. So I'm just going to bet 2. I'll bet 4 this time. So AI's doubled my bet, so I'm just going to see their bet, I think. Okay, so AI has won that. They got a higher chip count now. I was kind of convinced I'd won that with the hand I had because it was pretty good. I'll just continue betting then. I'm going to check here. AI is just thinking what it wants to do, and it's decided to bet 8. I think I've got a pair of 10s here, so I'm going to continue with this player. Just meet the bet of 8 by the AI player. And player 4 doesn't really have a lot, but I'm going to continue because I've got the chips to do so. Player 1 doesn't have a lot, but because of the face cards, there's a good chance that they could come out with a very good hand here. So I'm going to bet as well. So there's a king here, so there's a still good chance that I could get an ace and get a 10, jack, queen, king, ace straight, which is the highest straight I could get. So I'm going to continue with this player. I'm just going to check though, because I don't know if the AI player has a better hand or not. So they could have a better hand. So here we've got a pair of 10s still, so I'm going to play. And here we've got a pair of kings, so definitely going to stay in with player 4 for now. I think there is a good chance I could get a good straight here, so I'm going to continue player 1 as well. Unfortunately, there wasn't an ace, so I'm just going to check with them. Pair of 10s. There is a chance for a flush here from the other player, which would beat my pair of 10s. It's probably quite likely they have it, considering how the AI has been betting. So I think I'm going to fold here. Same again with just a pair of kings. It's not very strong. Okay, so here we see the AI's got even more chips now. I need to try to take some chips off it. So now it's just dealing the flop and the AI is deciding. I'm going to check there because there's a possibility for a flush, but not determined. Same. And same again. So this card's now got a flush. This player's now got a flush, so I'm going to bet 8 with this player. And just for the sake of to see what happens, I'm going to bet 8 with this player as well. Here, I'm just going to fold. Actually, there's a chance I could get straight here. So I'm going to continue with that. Pair of 9s here. But this still has a flush, so I'm going to continue. So you can see this player is now out. They've just bet their last 2, and then this player won the chips. So as we can see, the starting chip count was 100, and the AI's practically doubled their chip count. So it's safe to say that that test is successful.